Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. Welcome back for episode 47 of our Solo World playthrough with no mods on update 11. So, prior to work today, I had a little bit of time, so I decided to go digging. Still in search of that elusive copper. But, you know, it's so depressing. Until this morning. Now we found where there is some copper. So we will be able to start mechanics. Alright, so let me get the title screen off. So, this morning I ended up coming back down this way. Down to our tunnel that we were building. You know, where we had searched all the way down this, all the way to that far end, and then started to come back about halfway and start digging. So, yes, we had a cart knock over, so I had to dig that out. And where we came down, we made this nice flat area, and then we went down again and couldn't find any copper. Well, I decided at the flat, we're going to go this way, because going back this way is towards the base. It's not, map-wise, it's out here. So we decided we were going to go this way. So we went out to the flat where the land claim would have been ending, and then we started a ramp down. I guess it would help if I went and got the iron drill, because that's really what I need. Considering I have absolutely no tools on me because I was out harvesting as well this morning. After sun shone on me about the amazingness of finding copper. So yeah, we have our iron drill. Come to our spot where we came down, and on the flat we decided to go this direction towards the cold biome. We went out so far, and then we dug down, got down here, got into basalt and a little bit of gneiss, and lo and behold, if we drill here, basalt, 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 and basalt. 6 basalt. Oh my god, we found copper! Yay! And it's a relatively thick node of copper. As you can see, because after we get through the 6 basalt, we have nine tiles of copper at least. So we now know where some copper is. That was the goal that we've been searching for the last 4 or 5 episodes. By digging everywhere, all these tunnels that we dug. Yes, they got us to certain places, could get us to the places, but we were in search of that copper. So, we'll need to take a cart down there, dig out some more of the basalt, and bring it back. Oh, wait. There, that's what I wanted. But right now, we are going to have to make more roads because we got too much... Oh, wait, no, I queued up roads, didn't I? I think I queued up roads. I know I queued up all my large rugs and my bath mats, which I don't remember if those were at the end of the last episode or not. I think they were. Milling-wise, I queued up some huckleberry extract and some salads, and I did, I think, some beet sugar. Yeah, I did some beet sugar to get to level 4 on our milling. I made 10 basically of that's the sugar of our vegetable medleys because we ate all our other food, and we were making our basic salads, which were here, but we were missing beets, so we need to go harvest some more beets. Either that or the beets in a different chest. Nope, we need to go get beets. Alright, so that's up there, that one's there. That needs to come up. Let's reorganize the storage list. That one comes up. Put it at the top because that's going to be the end. This is not the end. This is not an end. I don't know what we're going to do with that one. This one I'm going to put up here. That's not an end. No, 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 and no, no, and no. I'll have to figure out that. So we need to go get some beets before we go doing copper. So let's go find beets. Pretty much any grassland from around this area coming down to somewhere in here I had cleared out of just about everything. So let's go find some more beets. And to do that, of course, we will go like this: environmental data, plant group, plant yield potential, beets. No, wait, not yield potential. Population beets. So as you can see, all the beets are over on that other side. We cleaned them all out over here. So we need to cross the river to get the beets. Now, I did harvest a bunch of beets. It's because we're doing beet sugar as well, so it used it up. That's what happened. I didn't think about it. Alright, beets. Okay, over this direction. Oh. There they are. Okay, that takes care of that. We'll come down and clean out the southern part. So we want to go south. No inventory. Wow, that filled up quick. Yeah, they're heavy. Might be a little bit heavy. Alright, but still, we got 240, so... Oh, we missed that one. Oh well. Said it's a matter of just starting to take out every bit of crops as we go out. Pick a crop and take a bunch of it off. Miss the corn there, or either that or it pop back up. Trying to clear out the grasslands, and that way I can, you know, focus on then moving somewhere else. But ultimately, like I said, I want to find it. I want to be able to put down fields of everything. So let's go in here. We need to, not in that one. All right, we'll throw them in here. Corn, tomatoes. Throw the beet seeds in here. Now we got beets, and we're producing those again. Let's grab our pickaxe, put the sickle back. And let's go get that basalt out of the way so we can get to our copper. And bring some of it back, hopefully. Let's drop this basalt off. Go pick up the other batch. Looky there, copper. Get the other two out, and then if we really wanted to, we could bring the cart down instead of running back and forth. What the heck? Seriously? That's where our cart is, and we teleported up here because we went down the hill. I'm surprised we didn't touch that copper from that other tunnel that we dug over here, because we're basically underneath it. Trying to think. I'm gonna go this way. There's our oak trees, which means our tunnel is right over here. Yeah, we're basically underneath this tunnel right here. But we're like 12, 15 tiles down, so it's understandable why I didn't find it because of using a drill straight down. That wasn't optimal, being kicked to the surface. Alright, now we can start digging some copper. Alright, so, but let's look at this. Crushed copper 1. It's going to take 12 rocks to get 2 crushed. It's used in copper concentrate there. 7 originally, but we have the 50% reduction, so it's 3.5. So for every 36, about 42 rocks that we take, we'll get 1 concentrate. And sadly, we'll get 3 wet tailings. So we'll need a lot of copper. So we'll fill this wagon up with as much as we can get. And then start crushing it and rocking it, smelting it, so we can get the metallurgic advanced to get mechanics. Oh, all full. Time to take this back and then go back and come back and get more. Alright, so turn that way, come up the ramp. Now, when we crush this, we will get crushed granite with it instead of crushed sandstone, because you get wherever it's located, and gold and copper are both located in granite, while iron is located in sandstone. So you get the crushed the crushed rock that goes with them. So we can go ahead and throw these. We'll throw them in with the limestone. So we got 200. Go queue up some crushing. Crushed copper. If we do 20, it's 240. Let's go ahead and do 40. Be able to bring back a couple more. Well, we brought back 200 this time. We can easily bring back 280 next time because we'll take out the basalt that took up 2 spaces. So, start crushing. Storage, you are going to put it not in this one, but in this one. Salt. We have a spot for it. Yes, we do, right there. Let's go get more copper. Come on. Oh, freaking hole. Alright, it's going to be a road at some point anyway, so we might as well just bring a road down and fill in the hole. Trying to place some granite and I ended up dropping, or had the pickaxe highlighted and swung and broke the rock. Or I got stuck in the rock and tried to get out by hitting the rocks that I was stuck in, and no, I hit the one on the floor. I don't remember what it was. There we go. It's not a road, but come on, there. Stop going back and forth. We just want to get to our copper and get our mechanics so we can get the vehicles in order to start doing this massive digging and make the roads a heck of a lot better. Alright, so there. Oh, we can't see squat. It's freaking nighttime, can't see anything. Alright, there's our one that we missed. It's 34, so where are we missing? No, we're missing 2. There's 1. There's 2. Like I said, you get 4 per block, so you might as well pay attention to what's in your inventory. As long as you always have multiples of 4, you know you picked them all up. Wish I could see. I mean, I could always bring a brazier down here to where is it at? It's got to be here somewhere. I'm sitting on 30. Oh, no, I guess I got 40. Never mind. Alright, so that's 200. So we got room for another. Okay, why am I at 33? 35, so we're missing one somewhere. Come on, where's the sunlight? Thank you. Well, that's even, so I don't know, I'll find it here at some point. For all I know, it could be on the surface. Ah, there it is. No. Alright, so we're full on the cart, which has 7 stacks, 8 stacks. That gives us the amount that we had queued up. Come on. Oh, it does not work well for narrow spaces. It's better if it's at least 3 wide. On the plus side, though, we do now know where copper is, so we can go back and get more anytime we need, just like with the iron. Alright, so let's throw that in there, go here, drag this all the way down to that stockpile. Got 448 and it needs 408, so we're good. Let's eat some more food. So while that's going, let's go here to our copper, which we have the mining, so we're getting plus 50 or 50%. So we're going here. So we only need 3.5 crushed copper to make a concentrate. So we need to do multiples of 2. We are going to get 2 per. So we got 35 more, so that's 70. So we got 80 in total. If we do 20, that's 70 crushed. So if we do 70, it'll work itself out. Then we're going to have 20 concentrates. So if we go over here, 20 concentrates. So we don't have smelting up high enough. It's only at 3, so we do have the 45%. So it's 1.1. Not quite 20. But we have to do at least multiples of 10. So if we go get more copper, we'll be able to have 120 bars of copper. So let's queue that up, and that makes that. And we'll, in the short term, let's come over here and check this out. So what we needed was the metallurgic basics, or well, that is metallurgic basic. What? I thought we needed the advanced. I mean, we'll need copper bars for the metallurgic advance, but I thought that's the one we needed from mechanics. Have I been dumb this whole time? No, mechanics, there it is. Metallurgic advanced. I was gonna say, wait a minute, what? I was gonna say, don't tell me I've been stupid. So, we need to make 5 generic, or 20 generic basic researches. So we'll do 20 of these, because stockpile wise it's reading all of that, but we want it to pull from which one's up here? Let's not pull from there. I'm gonna pull from that, so let's pull this stuff down, toss that up here. We'll come down here, find our basalt, throw those in here. We'll have to find more. I know we got plenty of it, so that's not the problem. Let's move the roads over to this stockpile. Alright, which other ones is it reading? That one. Alright, so now it's reading 600, which is what we need. Why is it reading 600? It's reading that one. Should be reading 240. Yeah, 240. Alright, so we're going to need 20 of these. And for mechanics as well, we're going to need 5 general advanced researches. So, advanced research, we'll do, what was that, how many? 5. So we'll go ahead and do the easy one, because that's already in that stockpile right there. And then we need to look at 10 metallurgic advanced pages. And then, of course, the good old 10 engineering. So, we'll have to get that, and we'll have to make 20 more water wheels, 20 more windmills. More cloth, more lubricant, more wood. Yay, yay, yay. Now that we finally found what we needed. So let me go eat and see what we have. So let's come up here. We're gonna need, this is the one that has the engineering. Yes, it is. So we go down to the water wheels. We need to make 20. And we need to make 20 windmills. And we need to get food. And we're gonna have to make more food. Alright, So now we got those done. We come over here. Alright. Cloth, we got plenty. It's just the lubricant and the logs we're going to have to make. And more hull planks. So we need 42 more hull planks. I know it says 43, so. But it's partials. So we'll have to go to the shipyard and make more hull planks. We'll have to make more lubricant. And then we will have to make more hewn. So we need 136 there, plus another 95. So 220 basically. And this is 1 and 1. $220. Means we're going to need $170-ish, so let's go back to that'd be 214. That would be what we need. Alright, so we'll have to get calories into those. As long as we get the stuff queued up, we can get the calories in at any point. So we need to make how much lube? 37 and 36 is 72. So queue that up and we'll figure out how we're getting our tallow. Do we have any hides? Yes, we do. It's 1 to 1. So we can do 10 of these and get 10 tallow out of that. That we would leave 8 tallow left to get. Which would mean over here, because this is the better recipe at the moment, not the one on the stove. We need 8 tallow, so we only need 40 scrap meat. That takes care of that. That takes care of that. We have the scrap meat. So let's eat some food, start filling in labor. That's got it all up there. Let's queue up some more food before we do too much more on filling labor. We needed the cooking. This is baking. Where's the baking? There it is. For level 3, we need 7,500 XP. This is the one we liked, and it's going to get us $7,300. So if we do 70 of these, that'll get us close. And then over here, we will make medleys and salads. So we either make 4 salads, or we can make some 4 salads. We can make garden salads, which we were doing before. Cooking, we need 7,500, so again we're going to need about 7,000 XP. So if we do 40 of these for right now, and that leaves 30 of the grassland, that'll use up all our beets. That should get us close there. Go over to the carpentry table. Do that and do that, and we have all our labor in so that we get all the items we need for all of our stuff. Because we're making copper right now. As it gets concentrated, we're making, we got iron. Trying to think of how much iron we need. I think we're going to need more iron. Let's check the research table. So to make this, we need 100 bars of iron and 50 bars of copper. But we'll definitely have the copper once that's all done. So we need 100 bars of copper, or of iron, and I know we had 80 plus. We're going to need at least 12 more. So iron, and this is again 112, so we're going to need at least 12 bars. Let's queue up 10. Because we're going to have to put that in, so we're making the iron bars along with the copper. Alright, everything is making so that we can get the mechanics book. So the next task is getting prepared to have a tier 3 room to put it in. Which means alright, this basalt can go with that. Okay, let's move this down here, move this granite here, move this basalt here. That was the small cart, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Okay, can this reach underground? It's not reaching the one I want. Do that from there to here. Don't know if that's enough. Nope, we need another 40. So if we move another 40 here, and then move that 40 from crushed underneath, we should be good. We needed more copper is what we needed. Let's go get more copper after we eat some more food. Well, I got a feeling that the oven is not reaching the meat. Should be. Oh, that was baked agave? Damn it. Baked agave's okay, so it's not so bad. We can end up making those as we need to. Alright, let's go get the rest of the copper that we need. Eventually we'll take, once we get an area dug out that we can throw more tailings in, we'll throw them down. There's milling, level 4. Fill up our cart. We're missing one. There it is. Where's it at? There it is. Gotta love when they stick. Basalt there, so it'll go in this direction and go back this direction. If we dig out the outer edge of the node, then salt. And there's granite. There it is. Since we can't see now, let's just go ahead and dig in the open. Oh, it's full. Alright. Up we go. And we're at an hour. So right now we're all set. We're researching mechanics. Well, the pages do research mechanics. We're making food. Smelting more materials to get more metals in order to get our advanced metallurgic pages. Smelting or cutting wood for the windmills. The only thing we haven't done is the hull planks for the water wheels. But we can do that real easy. Park this right here, drop that in there, go eat some food, and then we'll run over to the shipyard and queue up the... Alright, where's the meat going? We'll eat that. There's that. There's that. Alright, let's run over. I mean, we already dropped wood logs over there. So we don't have to worry about going and collecting logs. We just have to make hewn logs out of them. So we needed what does this take? 2.2, so we need to make multiples of 10. Let's just do 50. I know we needed more than 40, so we'll just go ahead and make 50. So we need 110 hewn logs. We gotta run around the long way till we rebuild this. Hewn logs, it's 1 to 1. We needed 106, 107. Do 110, or do 110. And that means dowel rods, we need another 100. So 112 it is. All right, that's queued up. We'll get our we'll get our hull planks at some point. before long, we'll go digging a bunch more iron. Because mechanics is iron heavy. Alright. One. Oh, it's being made and then it's being taken right by the rocker. Never mind. Where was the rocker throwing it? This needs to be down here in this stockpile. I have to go find out where that rocker's throwing it. Well, it should be throwing it here. Definitely not throwing it there. It's definitely not throwing it there. There it is. And we'll have to figure out where we're going to throw our, or get our tailings out of here. But with as much fish as we have, we could always do culinary basics for our generals. Got plenty of that. Do we have a bunch of crushed limestone? If so, we could make some more glass. Yes, we do. But we don't really have the food at the moment. I almost don't want to, but I may... cook up another batch of campfire. I think we can't do agave yet because we don't have it. So let's do our 30 commas bulbs. Do our 30 corn. Some of this we might end up not having the ingredients of because we're using it in the salads and medleys. The mushrooms. And the tomatoes. Let's go ahead and do the agave and then let's eat that and eat that. I'll have to go get some agave. Give me back the sickle. Let's run this way to the desert. Nope, 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 nope. We forgot. We don't have to run that way. We forgot that we dug this hole out over here. We're going to actually use this hole for once. We're going to run where the future road is. Now we're going to go look for some agave. We're going to have to make a agave field at some point. There's going to be plenty on the other side of the river. some there. Back over here by the shipyard. With the figure, I think it can grow anywhere in the desert. And if it can, then making a field of it isn't going to be all that bad. No, we want potential. Yeah, that's right. We were going to put it over here. Because that's the river, so it's not going to do much good there. And that's the river and our shipyard. So we're going to put it right in here. Oh, I thought the turtle was dead. Thought I got sunbaked. Alright, 176, it should be enough for... No, it's not going to be enough. We're going to need more. Because the bake's going to eat it all up. We do have 75 that we can plant. So let's go ahead and get this 75 planted. Let's pull out the hoe again. So we could go here. So 5 wide by 9 deep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, we could have gone and got the plow, but we'd have to carry it down here, and I really wasn't in the mood to deal with it. You know what? We're just gonna eat some fish. Fish is our backup in case we don't have anything else currently made, or it's in the process of being made to have a balanced diet. Curiosity whether that's going to be considered overcrowded. probably going to be considered overcrowded. Which means it could limit the potential. Maturity in 15 hours. Doesn't say it's overcrowded. So in 15 hours we'll have agave times whatever the yield is times 2. So at 1:13, I think this is where I'm going to call this one. So we are on the path to mechanics. So once all the materials are done and we bring them over here and work on the water wheels and the windmills for the engineering pages, the metal is smelted and brought over, we will get to mechanics. So it's probably, hopefully by 50, which is 3 episodes away, we'll have the room built, at least the basic room, and it's going to have to expand rather quickly, trust me. Then we will look at yeah, what was I thinking? Trying to get mechanics going and getting to the steam tractor. We're gonna have to get more coal up here to crush. I don't know where I'm going next. Other than trying to get this book researched. But we're on our progress to the next stage of the world. We do really need to start getting farming set up, which is where the farm tractor is really going to come in handy with its modules. The plow, the seeder, and not there, here. What we're going to be looking at when we get this is we will need to make that machinist table so that we can start making some of these other buildings that are required, because you're going to need, oh, that's got steel in it, so that's not the one, that's later, that's in the assembly machine. But in order to get to the assembly machine, now, here, the assembly line, we need screws, iron bars, iron gears, portable steam engine. So the portable steam engine is, where's it at? Well, we'll have to get a lathe up, which needs the machinist table. The shaper takes the machinist table. The power hammer takes the assembly machine, so that's afterwards. Screw press is the machinist table. There's the portable, it takes the machinist table. That's made at the screw press. Oh, that's made at the lathe. I thought that would be at the screw press. The axle is made at the lathe. The pistons are made at the screw press. The gears are made at the shaper. The plates are made at the screw press. Gearbox is made at the shaper. We'll need the copper light or copper wiring so we can make headlights. This also gets the electronics, the industrial industry, and oil drilling, which are much higher because those all probably require the engineering modern, which is axles, plates, gears, and inks and papers. So we will have to get paper at some point. I think that's going to be before too much longer. So, as much as I don't want to do it. But this is where we're looking at, and we're going to be doing this stuff to get up this so that we can make this in the assembly line. And then we will make the steam tractor scoop, the plow, the harvester, and the sower. Stamp mill would replace the arasta. Then once we get up here, the screening machine replaces the rockers. These are powered aspects. Current combustion engine might be used in something higher. I can't remember what. Probably the crane. That's portable. Blast furnace is the upgrade to the blueberry. Stove is the advanced cooking. Equivalent to the cast iron. Of course, the problem with that is it takes electrical power. Lots of electrical power. Rolling mill for making barrels and corrugated steel, flat steel. About the only thing we're going to use that for is to make the barrels, because I've never cared for the corrugated steel. I've always used other stuff. So, but once we get this stuff up, we could start making the other boats too. So, we're going to start getting to a lot more interesting stuff. But this will be where I call this episode. I will see everyone in episode 48, where we continue to progress to researching the mechanics book. Like I said, I might go out and do a bunch of food gathering, unrecorded. Go out to the grasslands and keep picking all that stuff up and placing or finding a spot to put wheat, start planting it with the seeds that we have, start planting corn somewhere, beets, anything that we find in the grasslands. We need to find a place a field and then terraform the area and set it up so we can do it. So I will see everyone in the next episode. Enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you happen to be, and until then.